My name is D'Wayne Patrice Wiggins. The spirit of Oakland is being just an open-minded person. It's how I learn my craft and how I develop my skills to work with the rest of the world. So yeah, it's so simple. If you let life work, it's simple. But if you try to resist it, you're gonna have problems. It is what it is. What is Youth Aid? Youth Aid is a spaceship for the next generation. I'd have to put it like that. All of this right now is the icing on the cake because I've let you know before it started in '95 when I signed Destiny's Child with Beyonce and all the rest of the whole crew. And I learned how to develop young artists. And that was like, the last album of Toni Tony Tone, and I was going into this. So since then, I was always working with the next generation of people. Alicia Keys, Keyshia Cole. That's what Youth Aid is. It's a platform for the next generation. And so we have our summer camp, which is called TSM School of Music. And of course you learn music theory, whatever, but we teach you the game. Youth Aid provides entrepreneurship, music, tech, and health. Youth Aid takes place in East Oakland at this point, but it has taken place all over Oakland, pretty much from working with the mayor to working with pretty much the last, 3 or 4 mayors have been working with my nonprofit. Mind you, Youth Aid started in 2012, I'd say 2013, when I moved back from Los Angeles back to Oakland and landed in the compound of Ed Anderson, who did the music to Miss Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? So I came back with a whole nother vision, not just music-driven, tech-driven, and health, and that's how that came about. Some of the unexpected hurdles is that you think that having a nonprofit is just you get a lot of money and people donate it and this, that, and the other. Everybody will say, I'm starting a nonprofit. And I remember Jerry Brown used to always ask me if I had a nonprofit. Now, here's my backwards ass way of thinking. Look, and I had the studio in West Oakland, and this is when he was campaigning to be mayor here. What I found out is you have to really be organized to have a nonprofit. It's all about the matter of factuals. What are you supporting? What are you giving back to? And let's see who's really benefiting from this. But, for the longest, it's been people that's just doing it and not doing it. I've been doing the service and not having a nonprofit, and that's what makes it dope. I really understand the theory of how you get into the next generation's mind and feed the passion. And education, I look at it entirely different. Don't go to school looking at the grades. But that A to F, you go in there and get the game, and you apply it to you. Now, where we come involved, Youth Aid started in Oakland, but now that I've learned, I've traveled to Ghana, I've traveled to South Africa. I took the youth to Africa because I felt like it was important for me to make them understand what even the music part that you're learning from us. It's one part of the education part in school. It's the same. It's the other part. If you're gonna be in this, you got to learn both. You can't show them that here because all of the illusions you get all around here, like this gentrification shit. I'm looking, hey, it's time to pop off. Let's go. Let's get this bitch moving. We could be in Nigeria and it's the town. We could be over there with Sheun Kuti, bending corners and doing things, and then being around a lot of love where people feed each other the right energy, and that's your money. Stop counting dollars. Some of my biggest inspirations off top, come on, listen, my father, because he was a working, so I know how my work ethics are now just because of, not him just drilling in my head, how I watched him move. We lost these basic fundamental life skills. You know what I mean? We don't respect our elders. But now I'm saying I ain't part of that game, but it's a generation that's got real over. My teacher, there was one teacher, my 2nd grade teacher in Sobranty Park. So you don't want, listen, she was a black teacher. Her name was Miss Bab. I'll never forget her. Before I left the 2nd grade, I knew all my multiplication, all my this, that, and I knew all. She instilled some stuff in me now that I look back like, whoa, they knew that if you don't make it past here in the 3rd grade, you can't fuck around out here in America. Back at my house, my mentors were like my sisters who taught me how to treat a woman, you know what I mean? Taught me like, I don't care how popping you think you are, women can run it like this. And I watched how they did things and maneuver. I'm like, okay. Youth Aid does 3 productions, and the reason I say that is because even my summer camp, kids are coming in for the education part, but I'm giving a production. I'm about to produce TLC or this and the other. They don't know that. So the 6-week summer camp, we do dope productions. Kids learn coding, introductory coding, gaming, and of course, production, engineering, and everything else. After that, we do Taste of Oakland, which is coming up. That's a big event that whoever was part of our summer camp is part of the production of that, whether it's our vending or whether it's stage setting up or whether it's engineering or whether it's what merchandising part of it. But they just see how to be entrepreneurs and run game from the start and setting it up and executing. So that's the second thing. The third thing is the closeout thing that we've been doing with Yoshi's here in Oakland, which is our Christmas ceremony. We usually do 8 shows at Yoshi's, and that's 2 shows a night. Kids get a chance to be a part of that production. How do we choose what instrumental or what skill a kid is there to learn? We just let the kids come and be themselves. Usually there's flagship kids that we would say that there's usually a band that we sort of introduced to our summer camp, and they'll be the band that can get this other education, but they'll also be the ones that the kids are assisting with production and all that. And then you'll find out who can play keys and who can sing and who can, you'll find out, or just the managing person that's keeping all the notes and stuff. We basically throw them in there and find out what's their passion, if there's any passion at all. They may just want to be somebody in the crowd. That's a big part of the game too. So there's been some kids, but after a while they had the guitar lesson, like, I don't want to play guitar. I'm like, I hear you. What you want to do? I just want to play the game. Well, there's a Pac-Man over there going, you know what I'm saying? Go play the games then, you know? Yeah. Either way, you're always winning. There's no losing in this thing right here. Just let life live. So people can donate by, youth8nonprofit.org. Look us up. We got a lot of things we're involved in, and it's productions that are right here in Oakland, but they're reaching outside of Oakland.